Hello, I'm Adrian Pennington and we're here at the Zappware Strategy Summit in Ghent, Belgium. And I'm here with Simon Frost, who is Head of EMEA Media Marketing for Amazon Web Services. Simon, broadly speaking, can you tell us how cloud can benefit media companies and their workflows?
I think if you look at the challenges that everyone in the media industry is facing right now, which is ever more fickle consumers, trying to delight them in new ways, find new ways to address those consumers, the challenge is really around speed to innovation, so being able to differentiate the experience they deliver, find growth in new ways, perhaps that's monetizing content in new ways, perhaps it's extracting value from content in new ways, and perhaps using some new tools to be able to innovate that experience as well. So cloud really gives them that speed, that agility, access to new tools like machine learning, and also the ability to only pay for what's used, which is a new paradigm really when it comes to thinking about how to use infrastructure.
Can you give us some real-world examples of that?
Absolutely, yes. Well, probably one of the most well-known new entrants into the space, Netflix. That infrastructure is entirely built on AWS for a lot of their delivery. Amazon Prime Video, of course, a key customer as well in terms of built on top of AWS. But more traditional customers as well. So if you look at people like the BBC, for example, so the BBC iPlayer, a lot of the technology for the Media Factory, which is their back office platform for transforming live and linear assets and turning them into video on demand assets for catch up. That's based on AWS. Sky, we recently had something with Sky News, which they covered the royal wedding, which was a little while ago, but using machine learning technology as well there. So many different examples.
Amazon claims that machine learning and AI happens on AWS more than anywhere else. How are you seeing AI and ML impact media workflows?
ML and AI, there's two primary areas I think we see that our customers are excited in the media space. So one is using machine learning tools, something like Amazon Recognition, to really mine archives. So take those tapes, ingest those into one central place, so build a data lake in AWS, ingest those archives, and then use machine learning tools from AWS, like Amazon Recognition, to get more value, create metadata, understand those archives better, be able to tag those archives, and then use some tools to be able to do things like language translation, text-to-speech perhaps, so create new audio tracks, so really create more value for content. So I think that's probably one key area we see broadcasters and rights holders really interested in these new technologies. I think the other comes back to my first point, which is about how do you create more differentiation for the viewer? How do you create more value for the viewer? And we've got organizations like Formula One, like MLB, Major League Baseball, like the NFL, for example. They're all using machine learning tools from AWS to be able to create more statistics, if you like, for the screen, predicting when you might get an overtake in Formula One, giving the viewer statistics on the speed of a ball that was pitched, creating more value for the end viewer, creating a more sticky experience for that viewer. And we really are just at the beginning of using these new tools, and these tools evolve ever so rapidly as well.
We recently had the NAB show last month. What are some of the innovations that you can share with us that was announced at that show?
Well, coming back to the speed point, so we recently had the NAB show, and I think a launch that maybe to highlight to really assist our customers do things faster. One of the challenges was around video transcoding and transcoding in the cloud, so when you want to turn around assets. And if you're going to do something in 4K Ultra HD, and perhaps you're going to use HEVC, which is a more complicated video codec, that was quite a challenging workload problem for the cloud-based transcoding services. So we launched a new feature in AWS Elemental, Media Convert, that really allows customers to do accelerated transcoding, so create more jobs in parallel and really reduce that time by something like 25 times, which is just, again, giving broadcasters that speed to market.
Thank you, Simon, for sharing that with us.
Thank you.